Aliyah Boston stands up against blame game, defends Mississippi State player over Juju Watkins' ACL injury. Aliyah Boston, one of the WNBA's brightest stars and a former South Carolina standout, is no stranger to the intensity of basketball at both the collegiate and professional levels. As an elite competitor, she understands the passion that fuels fans and the dedication that players put into the game. But even with that understanding, she found herself stepping in to shut down an unfair narrative that began circulating after USC star Juju Watkins suffered a devastating ACL injury. Watkins, a rising star for the USC Trojans, had been a powerhouse all season, lighting up scoreboards and solidifying herself as one of the most electrifying young players in the game. But in a heartbreaking moment, her season was cut short due to an ACL tear suffered during a matchup against Mississippi State. The injury sent shockwaves through the college basketball world, as fans and analysts alike mourned the loss of one of the game's most exciting talents. However, while injuries are an unfortunate but natural part of the game, some fans took things a step further by pointing fingers. One fan in particular accused a Mississippi State player of being responsible for Watkins' injury, stirring up controversy online. The narrative gained traction as emotions ran high, with many fans looking for someone to blame for the unfortunate incident. Boston, known for her poise and leadership on and off the court, wasn't having it. The Indiana Fever star took to social media to call out the unfair criticism, making it clear that the Mississippi State player was not at fault. She emphasized that injuries happen in sports and that it was wrong to target an opposing player for an accident that no one could have foreseen. Her words carried weight, not just because of her status as a former NCAA champion and WNBA All-Star, but because of the respect she commands within the basketball community. Boston has long been an advocate for fair play and sportsmanship, and her decision to speak out against the blame game resonated deeply. The basketball world took notice. Many agreed with Boston's sentiment, recognizing that the rush to assign blame often does more harm than good. While fans invest deeply in their favorite teams and players, Boston's response served as a crucial reminder that basketball is still a game, one played by real people who put their bodies on the line every single time they step onto the court. Watkins' injury itself was a grim reminder of the physical toll of high-level competition. The young star had been dazzling audiences all season, carrying USC with her electric scoring ability and fearless approach. With her out for the season, the Trojans faced a major challenge in adjusting to life without their top player. As discussions continued online, Boston's intervention helped shift the conversation away from blame and toward support. Instead of feeding into negativity, many began rallying behind Watkins, sending well wishes and encouragement as she embarked on her recovery journey. This wasn't the first time Boston had used her platform to advocate for players and fairness in the game. Throughout her career, she has spoken out on issues ranging from racial inequality in basketball to the challenges women face in sports. Her willingness to stand up in moments like this further solidified her as not just an elite athlete, but also a role model who understands the bigger picture. For Watkins, the road to recovery will be long, but she has already shown the kind of resilience that suggests she'll come back stronger. ACL injuries are among the most challenging setbacks for any athlete, but with modern advancements in sports medicine and rehabilitation, many players have returned to peak form. The USC program, meanwhile, faces an uphill battle in adapting to life without their star. Watkins had been the centerpiece of their offense, and her absence leaves a significant void. The coaching staff will have to find ways to compensate for the loss, whether by adjusting their playing style or relying more on other key contributors. Boston's response to the situation highlighted an important truth about basketball culture: fans can be incredibly passionate, but that passion should never cross into attacking or blaming players for unfortunate events. Injuries are an unfortunate part of the game, and no athlete wants to see another go down, regardless of which team they play for. In the days following her comment, the conversation around Watkins' injury began to take a more supportive tone. More players and coaches echoed Boston's stance, emphasizing the need for empathy rather than outrage. The Mississippi State player at the center of the initial controversy received messages of support, reminding her that real basketball fans understood the reality of the game. Boston's leadership in this moment further cemented her reputation as a player who gets it. She has been through the battles, felt the highs of victory and the sting of defeat, and knows that the real enemy in situations like this isn't an opposing player, it's the injury itself. The support for Watkins continues to pour in, with fans,